Good afternoon and welcome to the news at 1. My name is Evan Sunuhugi. President Bola Tinubu yesterday attended the 2025 Adamu Orisha Play Eyo Festival, saying that Lagos is accentuating the richness of Nigerian culture with the festival. He stated that the festival, which was attended by the host governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his Imo State counterpart, Senator Hope Uzodinma, Lagos State Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, Oba of Lagos, His Royal Majesty Obari Liwanu Akeolu, captains of industry, former and current public office holders, traditional and political leaders, as well as thousands of Nigerians from the diaspora and foreign visitors, is a reminder that culture and tradition hold a great potential for tourism development. The Eyo Festival remains one of Lagos' most symbolic cultural events, reinforcing the city's historical roots while projecting its traditions to a global audience. During the festival, different Eyo groups dressed in unique traditional colors, led by Adamu Orisha. The Eyo also had a colorful procession and offered prayers. President Tinubu said the iconic procession of white-robed Eyo masquerades at the 2025 Eyo Festival held at the Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos Island, sends a strong message about Lagos' identity and cultural pride. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Office of the National Security Advisor, has announced the graduating of over 7,000 newly recruited forest guards drawn from 7 frontline states. This was disclosed in a statement released by the Special Assistant Media to the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Rabiu Ibrahim, on Saturday. He said this followed the successful completion of an intensive 3-month training program under the Presidential Forest Guards Initiative launched by Bola Tinubu GCFRO in May 2025. According to him, the initiative represents a coordinated federal-state security intervention aimed at reclaiming Nigeria's forest from criminal exploitation. The graduation ceremonies were held on the 27th of December 2025 across Borno, Sokoto, Yobe, Adamawa, Niger, Kwara, and Kebbi states. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Office of the National Security Advisor, has announced the graduation. The federal government, through the Office of the National Security Advisor, has announced the graduation of over 7,000 newly recruited forest guards drawn from 7 frontline states. And moving on now, the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hardin Kai has, in 7 months of operation, killed 438 Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists. Major General Abdul Salam Abaka, the theater commander, Northeast Sector 1, who made this known on Saturday at a Christmas luncheon in Maiduguri, said the operations were coordinated between May and December. Abaka said the operatives have also recovered of 254 assaulted weapons, 300 units of Stanley communication devices, and rescued 366 civilians from various terrorist enclaves. He said the operatives have also recovered 254 assaulted weapons, 300 units of Stanley communication devices, and rescued 366 civilians from various terrorist enclaves. The Army General assured the Chief of Army Staff of the unwavering commitment of their gallant forces to maintain the tempo of operations. In the meantime, no fewer than 7 persons were reportedly killed on Saturday when an improvised explosive device detonated along the Magami-Dana Sadao Highway in Maru local government area of Zamfara State. The blasts occurred around Yagada community, triggering panic among residents and road users. An eyewitness said the incident happened in the afternoon and affected a trailer conveying passengers and farm produce and a motorcyclist. Confirming the incident, the Senior Special Assistant to the Zamfara State Governor on Broadcast Media and Public Affairs, Mustafa Jafaru Kaura, said the explosion was caused by an improvised explosive device IED allegedly planted by fleeing bandits loyal to the notorious bandit leader Dogo Kide. Kaura explained that troops had earlier engaged the bandits and neutralized some of them. but were unaware that explosive had been planted along the routes between Yagada and Meheyaya villages. He said 7 deaths had been officially confirmed as of Saturday evening. Katsina State Governor and Chairman of the Northwest Governors Forum, Malam Diko Rada, has expressed sorrow over the tragic attack on worshippers at a mosque in Borno State. Governor Rada described the incident as a cruel, senseless, and condemnable assault on innocent citizens engaged in worship and on the sanctity of places of prayer. In a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ibrahim Kaula Mohammed, Rada noted that the attack resulted in the loss of precious lives and left others injured, throwing families and communities into mourning. He stressed that mosques, churches, and all places of worship must remain as sanctuaries of peace, reflection, devotion, and never targets of violence. Governor Rada noted that acts of violence of this nature are painful and unacceptable, adding that the incident underscores the need for sustained national resolve in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism in all manifestations. The Nigerian Independent System Operator, NISO, has announced a notable improvement in the power generation following the repair and restoration of the vandalized Lagos Escravos gas supply infrastructure. According to the statement by the operator, the repair was carried out by the Nigerian Gas Infrastructure Company, NGIC, which it said had enhanced gas supply to several key terminal power plants across the country. The update followed recent reports of poor power supply across the country. NISO said the development is a positive step towards stabilizing the electricity supply and improving grid reliability for consumers nationwide. The statement added that other thermal power plants remain available and on standby, awaiting confirmation of gas supply from their respective suppliers. And on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet Donald Trump in Florida today for the latest round of talks aimed at ending nearly 4 years of war with Russia. The pair will discuss an updated version of a U.S. brokered peace plan, which Moscow is yet to support, as well as separate proposal for U.S. security guarantees. Their meeting at the U.S. President's Mar-a-Lago home follows intense Russian bombardments of Kiev over the weekend, which Zelensky said is evidence that Moscow does not want peace. On Friday night, a 10-hour missile and drone barrage targeting Ukraine's capital killed 2 people and left 32 others injured. At the meeting in Florida, Zelensky is expected to raise security guarantees and territorial concession for Ukraine, both of which are issues that Russia has previously been unwilling to compromise on. They will also discuss the new 20-point peace plan, a revised version of an earlier 28-point plan drafted by U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, which was widely seen as being too favorable to Russia. And still on sports now, Nigeria's Super Eagles booked a place in the round of 16 at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations under outscoring Tunisia 3-2 in a 5-goal thriller at FX Stadium on Saturday. The Super Eagles were cruising to victory when leading 3-0 through goals from Osimhen, captain Wilfred Ndidi, and Ademola Lookman. Tunisia refused to surrender in the top of the table Group C clash, and Monaltasa Talbi and Ali Abodi scored to set up a tense finish. Nigeria have 6 points, Tunisia 3, and Tanzania and Uganda 1 each, with the final round of group matches set for Tuesday. The showdown was the 7th time the Super Eagles and the Carthage Eagles had faced each other at the AFCON. Nigeria won 3 times and Tunisia once. Another 2 meetings went to penalty shootouts, with each nation winning 1. And with that, now end the news at 1 o'clock. Thanking you for watching. Don't forget to join us later this evening at 7:30 for our main news of the day. My name is Evan Sunohugi. You have a blissful afternoon.
ITV.
The Ugiawe is the final ceremony of the series of festivals. It is one of peace and lightheartedness, following the more solemn of the ritual year. Ugiawe is the festival of the Ewe leaves, a symbol of good luck and joy. It is the most popular of all that heralds the dawn of a Benin New Year, new vow, newness of life and freshness of life, and a new hope for the future. In the evening, the Ewe leaves are presented to the Oba of Benin in grand style in a colorful ceremony. The Ihogbe Society, amidst singing and dancing, bring the sacred leaves that symbolize good luck, blessings, peace, and prosperity. Each of the senior members of the Ihogbe proceeds to give the sacred leaves directly to the Oba of Benin, and others put theirs at his feet.
Where